Okay, so today what we're going to do is I have my childhood friend here, Irene, or you can call her Irene.
Hi.
She's going to ask me 7 questions of her choice, and I said, okay, if you could ask me anything, but like from the heart, whatever the question is, just ask me. And I just think it's a fun thing to do because whenever, hanging out with friends or whatever, I think I think the most fun thing to do. We were having a laughing fit before filming this video, but I think one of the most fun things to do is when you talk about a lot of the personal deep thoughts and what you think about life, what you think about each other, if you will. And I thought it would be a fun thing to do a video like that. Maybe she will find out more things about me that she didn't already know, which she already does know a lot about me, and vice versa.
Too much.
Yes. And yeah, so here we go. So she has 7 questions on her phone. I don't know one of them, not at all. Like, we haven't obviously planned this. And I encourage people to play this game as well. Let's start with the first one.
Okay, so first question. In none of the 7 challenge question thing, where do you see yourself in 7 years?
Wow. Where do I see myself in 7 years? So I'm 25 now, and I'm going to be 32 in 7 years. Where do I see myself? Okay, for some reason, in 7 years, I don't see myself in the UK. I think I'd be somewhere probably near my family and friends. So I would guess that would be Madrid or Taipei. And in terms of my life, do I see myself... I don't know. I think I probably see myself earning a living, not by going to a company and, an office job. Maybe something I started, hopefully. And hopefully also in a place where I am, more confident, more sure of myself, not in the big-headed way. And yeah, just somebody who is, more mature and has a broader sense of community and care and compassion for people in general. 7 years, 32. Okay, gosh, I already feel old.
It's quite young, 32 still.
Yeah, I hope so. But for some reason, after 21, I've always felt old. After, 20 even.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a lot older than me.
No. Okay, so next question. You have a brother.
I do.
Would you have liked to have a sister?
Okay, I have a brother, yes, and I only have one brother, and a dog, which counts as a younger brother, the youngest. Would I like a sister? For some reason, I think I want to say no, just because I don't see a sister in the family.
Okay. Why don't you?
It's hard for me to imagine how a sister would fit in, just because I think the family dynamic in our family is very compact right now. And
Quite late in the game.
Sorry?
Quite late in the game right
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Yeah. But I think if you would have asked me this question, when I was 10 years old, I would imagine it, and I would say, no, I don't want a sister. Like, I wanted all the attention on me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so next question?
Yeah, next question.
Okay, out of all the trips that you've gone on, which one has fulfilled you the most and why?
Okay, off of the top of my head, I would say recently, because before moving to London, I did do, as you know, a lot of trips around Europe, because I was in a space where looking for job hunting wasn't going well. I didn't really want to do anything. I didn't really know what I wanted out of life, and I was sort of in a depressed, hopeful way at the same time, and I went to Austria, and one of the most, I think, impactful moments was when I was in Vienna. I was at the Belvedere Museum. It's a castle, and I had seen all these beautiful things. It was the most beautiful, like, golden white castle, and when I see all these beautiful things, like, I'm always thinking about, okay, so how would I want my future house to look like? Like, I'd love this thing or this clock or this wallpaper. But then I had a moment outside of the castle where I was looking at a statue, and then suddenly, like, a thought, like, shot through me, which was like, just because things are beautiful, it doesn't mean you have to own them. And for some reason, that moment for me, like, I don't know where this came from, but I was just like, you know what, like, that is so right. Like, I can appreciate it and, you know, look at these things, and just because it's not in my own house doesn't mean it's any less beautiful or any less valuable, or that it would make my, you know, I've seen them anyway. Yeah. And I think that did change me, because I do consider myself to be quite, well, especially in the past, quite materialistic and quite, you know, and you know, I think that really helped me. And okay, and another moment that I want to share, because it really was probably one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been in, was when I went to Hallstatt in Austria.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you saw the pictures. And I felt like I was in such a fairy tale, and it was so beautiful. I went alone, and I was there, you know, during the night with the lamp, you know, turned on. It was, you know, one of the most beautiful
It was like
places.
a fairy tale.
Yeah, completely. And for some reason, suddenly, like, I had this, like, upsurge of emotions, and I was feeling like, you know, this is what I've been waiting for a long time. Like, just this peace, this beauty in this moment, you know. I am alone. Like, the nearest person I know is probably thousands of miles away, but I feel so full in this moment. And I'm like, I was asking myself, why couldn't I feel this in my daily life?
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to cry, but like, I was crying and smiling at the same time. And I was just walking, and you know, at that point I didn't really care about people walking past, but obviously, you know, if you walk past and somebody's like you're obviously thinking,
okay.
Yeah, like a zany like crackhead or something. No, but that was really a moment for me, because I just felt like, you know, I had been waiting for a moment like that for so long, but I didn't really have a reason not to be this happy in my life. But yeah.
Very deep. Okay, so next question.
Okay.
So you've lived in Madrid,
Right.
you've lived in Taipei,
Right.
and you have lived in London.
Okay.
Which has been your favorite city, and why? And you can only choose one.
Wow. This is so hard. Okay, London, I've been only for 1 month living here. Which is my favourite, gosh, and I can only choose
Yes.
one.
You can't be no, but I like this from the city. No.
Right.
Choose one.
Okay, if I had to choose one, for example, if I had to move tomorrow and live in that place for the rest of my life, okay, I would choose Taipei.
Okay.
And here's the reason. Yeah, no, because she lives in Madrid. Okay, and the reason is this. I was born and raised in Madrid, and I love that city. I do consider it my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
But I would move to Taipei because of two beings on this world. The first one being my grandmother, because she's there, you know, and she wouldn't move anywhere else, so I would just be in Taipei so that I can be with her.
Mm-hmm.
And because, you know, I have a very close connection with my grandmother. And also because of my dog. It's very hard to, because my dog was born and raised in Madrid, and then we had to move to Taipei. And, you know, the dogs, anybody who has dogs, you know, there's this whole quarantine process. So it's going to be hard to move my dog anywhere else. So I want to spend, you know, my time with my dog, who, you know, he's 9 years old now. So I wouldn't really want to miss out on many years of his life. So if I had to choose somewhere, it would be Taipei.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. What do you think about making abortion illegal?
What do I think about making abortion legal?
Illegal.
Illegal?
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. In my opinion, I think the law is supposed to be something that helps keep us together and functioning in a way as a form of a reference rather than a rule book to lead our lives. So, when the more restrictive the laws, wherever,
Mm-hmm.
the more prone to form any form of oppression that country or that region is. So, would I hope that people in general just valued life more than they do now? You know, including myself, maybe, you know, just value beings or animals or people, humans? Yes, I do. But do I think that the law is going to be the way to make us more conscious, more aware? Then the answer is no, because it would have done that for us already. So yeah, there's your answer.
So your answer is you think it should be legal?
I think that I want to be able to trust people to make their own choices.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't want the law telling me, no, I can't do this, or I must do this, because the more rules there are, I think it's not really beneficial for us as a whole.
Okay. Next question. Do you care that Trump is a president of the United States? If so, why? How does this affect you?
How does it affect me? Okay. Because I do follow the news. I'm not like I don't love the news, and as you know, I don't trust the media, in general. And I do believe there's a lot of collusion between media and wealth and politics and power.
A lot.
Yeah. So when Trump was elected, I have to say, I was very. He's not somebody that I like, and a lot of his policies are things that I'm quite shocked by. And for that reason, I was quite anti-Trump, and he sort of comes up in my daily life conversations a lot, as in, like Trump, or, the guy who's, the orange guy. But I have to say, in the last few weeks, I have realized one thing, and it's that just because I don't like him, it doesn't necessarily mean that, for example, the other party is any better.
Yeah.
So I think it's like I don't like politics in general, and I don't really trust politicians in general. So yeah. So in terms of Trump, I think he's just one in many.
But does it affect you that he's the president of the United States?
Not as much as it used to. So right now, is he on my mind a lot? No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's just more apparently outrageous, but I don't think he's really any more outrageous than most politicians in this world.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so final question.
Okay. So we've gone through the 7, okay.
What do you hope to achieve with these videos? Sorry.
Oh, wow, that's such a good question. Also, such a last good question. Okay. Because we have talked a lot about these things in the past few days. I think first and foremost, the videos have to come from a place of outlet and therapy for me. So I think this has been good for me so far, and this has to be number 1. And number 2 is that it's sort of a way to
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you. It's a way to sort of keep a diary, and by keeping a diary, the good thing is that you haven't so I'm here now, and I'm here now, and I'm here now, to keep updated on your own progress. And I think that's going to be good for that. And I think when you are self-aware, and when you are keeping updated on yourself, and you are trying to be on a path to heal yourself or find yourself or become more self-aware, naturally when other people see that, they will in one way or another have something to take away from that journey. So the main thing is I want to do it for me. And also indirectly I hope this will be able to be of reference or affect people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. So basically you want to share it with people because it will help you, but you also think it could help other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. So it's not exactly a way, because I do see a lot of people because I want to do this because I want to help people. But I don't really think it's possible or authentic to say that, just because anything that is just helping people and not helping yourself is going to be either draining or it's really just for show.
To help other people, first you have to help yourself.
Yes.
It's very important.
Yeah, it is. And so that's what I believe. So yeah, those are our 7 questions. You did a great job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very, very good job. Okay. Maybe we'll do another video of me asking her 7 questions. We'll see about that. And we challenge you to do the 7 questions with your friends. And okay, we did talk about this. I do know we have a friend in common who is called Paula. She has her own channel, the only person we know that has her own channel, and we want her to do this on her channel with somebody in her life. So Paula, you're watching, don't ignore me. It's going to be, a bit embarrassing if you do. So do the challenge and let me know. And let's just call it the Jaime's 7 question challenge. So Paula.
Oh, I need a name. No, it doesn't get a name in there.
No, because it was my idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Sorry, no, but Jaime's 7 question challenge.
With Irene.
Yes, and Jaime's 7 question challenge. And yes, just hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Bye.